Only a few months after the initial reveal of Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, an upcoming sci-fi game from The Last of Us developer Naughty Dog, it's been reported that the game, along with CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 4, might not be releasing as soon as expectant fans would like. First announced with a teaser trailer at the Game Awards in December 2024, Intergalactic marks Naughty Dog's first foray into a sci-fi setting since the studio's early days with Jak and Daxter, a series with drastic differences from the style of game that the studio is currently known for. However, Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier has claimed on Reset Era, via IGN, that Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet won't be releasing next year, calling the initial trailers for both Intergalactic and The Witcher for very early teasers. Schreier's claim that neither game releasing next year implies that Intergalactic's prospective release window is 2027 at the earliest, and potentially even later. Don't expect Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet in 2026, says reporter. Naughty Dog's upcoming game might not be out until 2027. Notably, while Intergalactic's initial trailer says that it's in development for PS5, a 2027 release date would potentially put the game's launch within the same timeframe as the launch of a new console generation. While the game is still likely to be a PS5 title, it could also end up as a cross-generation game, with a version for the prospective 6th PlayStation. This would make it similar to fellow PlayStation-exclusive God of War Ragnarok, which launched on both PS4 and PS5 when it was released in 2022. Unfortunately, news of Intergalactic's potential release date also comes shortly after Neil Druckmann cast doubt on the possibility of another TLOU game, meaning that Intergalactic is seemingly Naughty Dog's only project currently in development. As pointed out by IGN and fans of the PlayStation brand, this would unfortunately mean that the studio will go through almost the entirety of the current console generation without releasing anything on the PS5 apart from a remake and remaster of The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, respectively. Naughty Dog may have announced its new title too early. A long wait might kill the hype for Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet. A ship flying towards a broken moon and a red planet in Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet. While Intergalactic's reveal at the Game Awards was an exciting surprise for fans of the studio, it might have come too early for the game's expected release window. Although the situation with Intergalactic is, presumably, not as extreme as with a game like The Elder Scrolls 6, a long wait can dampen the hype for a game. A release date of 2027 or later would probably also mean that the game won't be receiving any further previews until late 2026 at the earliest. Currently, unlike the situation with The Witcher 4, where CDPR confirmed that the game wouldn't be released until after 2026, there hasn't been any official confirmation of a release window for Intergalactic. That being said, Schreier has proven to be one of the most reliable reporters in the industry, and given the general lack of promotional material for Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, it seems likely that the game is also on track to be released later rather than sooner.